Okay, welcome to another edition of Lion News. It's November 8th, 2010. If you have been watching the videos, you would know that on November 4th, 2010, we called up the Minnesota Board on Judicial Standards and filed a complaint against Judge John Staffshold. He is a judge from the 8th Judicial District in west central Minnesota. Okay, and here it says on their mission that since its inception, the Supreme Court has removed and voluntarily retired and censured several judges. Several can mean three. Well, how many is it? 3, 4. Okay, judges based on the board's recommendations. Many more have been privately disciplined by the board. Okay, so how many is many? All right. See, these people don't want to tell you the numbers, all right? Because if you found out exactly how many judges were disciplined, you realize this whole board is nothing but a farce, all right? This board its whole sole purpose is to protect the judges from you, not you from the judges, okay? That's why they don't have the exact numbers here, all right? So here was the address, and you notice that it's a non-toll-free number. Now, why would they use a non-toll-free number? Okay? There's two reasons why people refuse to do certain things. Okay? One is time, and one is money. All right? You can see a toll-free number would encourage more people to file complaints. A non-toll-free number discourages people because it's one of the two factors, money. All right? Okay, and it says, and we talked to David S. Paull the last time, and he says that he had to have that complaint in writing. He didn't want to force us to put it in writing, because I want to file a complaint over the phone, which of course there is no law says you can't file a complaint over the phone. This says complaints will not be accepted by email. Right here, complaints will not be accepted by email. That's the only thing it says. They will not accept them. So obviously, complaints by phone are perfectly fine. But you will notice, and if you'd been watching the last videos, and here they're up on YouTube here, Lion News, Minnesota Board on Judicial Standards, Tactics to Derail Complaints. There's P1, P2, and P3. All right? And if you go down here to the description box, the thing that Mr. Paull could not find the last time. He couldn't find, see how the link to lionnews00.blogspot.com shows up right there? Okay. For some reason, he couldn't find that. Okay. Now, if you go in the direction, or click this little drop-down box here, you'll see all the things I'm discussing right now. Okay. And this is also on Lion News. It's at the bottom of the page there. Okay. It goes through all the things that Mr. Paull did. All right, to drag this out, to waste time and money, to discourage me from making a phone complaint against Judge John Staffshold. Okay? See, number 3 here, it says, you'll see how the board plays dumb when it comes to finding information on the computer when they don't want to hear certain information about a crooked judge. However, you will see how proficient they are at using the computer when it serves their own purpose, information about you. If you watched it, you'll see that he had a hard time finding, YouTube. Couldn't find, lionnews00.blogspot.com. And when he got there, he couldn't see anything. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. Okay? But all of a sudden, he needed to know who I was. And once he found out who I was, boy, he was quick as a whip to throw it in the computer there and start reading up about who I was. All right? Also, he didn't want to talk to me after he found out who I was. He was just trying to push me off as fast as he possibly could. All right, and then we'll get to this in that just a little bit here too. Okay, number 4, board does not have a toll-free number, so by not having a toll-free number, it adds an extra expense to the individual who wants to file a complaint. It also adds another excuse for people not to call in a complaint. Number 5, which takes less time, a phone call or writing a letter. Obviously a phone call. What does the board try to do? It wants you to write a complaint. The strategy is put you off so you either give up in frustration. I mean, if you watch this, he took like about 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes to this should have been a 5-10 minute conversation. All right? All you had to do is take down the information. All right, all the information was given to him. You know, it's all on the website. It's all at the YouTube channel, Arrest a Judge Kit. See, simple as pie. But see, he wanted to make it as difficult as possible to make me frustrated and quit. Okay, which isn't going to happen because I know what he's up to. So I'm not going to let him win. Okay. So you either give up in frustration or decide that it's too much work to write out a complaint. Like I said, it's easier to just tell your story than to write it all out. Okay? Plus, or number 6, the board is always trying to rush you off the phone. No one would tolerate such treatment in a retail store. Yet these people who are on the public payroll seem to think their time is more valuable than yours. 7, constant interruptions in your train of thought. Again, if you had your complaint organized in your mind before the phone call, then the constant interruptions and the poor attitude of the board would throw the average person off their train of thought. Okay? Alright, now, just so you don't think that I'm making this all up, we're going to go over here to a website called policeabuse.com, hidden camera tests. Now, these hidden camera tests are done by these people who are former police officers who go into police stations wanting to file a complaint. And all they do is ask how you file a complaint. And you will see a lot of the same techniques used by these police that was used by the board. They want to put you off and discourage you from filing a complaint. All right? Now, see, like I said, the board wants you to put it in writing. So it wastes your time, wastes your money. They don't want to be bothered with that, remember. Okay? So again, it's a strategy. Not saying that they don't want you to, you know, they say, no, you can't file a complaint like some of these cops do in this thing here. It's a more nuanced approach to getting you to stop filing complaints because they do not want to hear complaints against judges. All right? Alrighty, so this is the person we talked to, David S. Paull, and we're going to give him a call and see if he is around. And we're going to inform him of these YouTubes. See what he's got to say about that. All right?
Board on Judicial Standards, David Paull.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemers. How are you doing today?
How can I help you?
I talked to you on November 4th. Do you remember that phone conversation?
Yes, I do.
You do? Oh, good. Good. Because, you know, if you didn't, I have it all on tape and I put it up on YouTube for you so you can review it if you want. Would you like to find out where it's at on YouTube?
Are you recording this conversation?
Well, of course I am, because it's totally legal to do that, isn't it? Oh, it appears Mr. Paull just hung up on me. That didn't take very long, did it?